again, here, the wing, came out good. So here's the install I did for the RSX wing. It's not really a big deal. There's just a few details you have to keep in mind, like making sure you're aligning the holes when you're drilling, making sure that there's a buffer between the wing and the trunk, and little details here and there. Again, not a big deal, but here's how I did it. Here is the wing here. The tail. It didn't seem like this tail really came with anything. This is just a generic wing, so it's not even perfect. So if you look right here, I don't know if you can tell, but right here, it looks like it's kind of imperfect. So this tail will still need to be sanded. After searching the box right here, I realized that the tail actually came with some screws, so that's a good thing, because I wasn't sure if it came with screws right here in the back, and it fits. I know it's the same one because it fits right here, see? So it did come with screws, okay, just so you know. So if you ordered this stuff from Icon, just make sure they include the screws with it. So there it is, the wing. Just trying to see how it fits here. This is a pretty generic wing. Didn't really come with anything, didn't even come with washers. Only thing I got from the box is these screws. I mean, no washers, nothing. So I probably have to go to, I'm gonna have to go to Home Depot and get the washers and put something underneath here, like a rubber thing to put in between the wing and the body of the car. But so that's how it's gonna look once I have it drilled. We're measuring the holes, even though the hatch already comes with the original holes for the wing. We still want to measure it just to make sure. Make sure that they line up the same weight for the wing. So right here, as you can see, I got the first hole completed, but it's still too small, so I have to use a bigger drill to make the holes bigger. With the drill bits, you want to work your way up. You start with the smaller drill bit to make the hole, and then start working your way up to puncture the hole bigger. Also, make sure that prior to drilling, you want to make sure you have protect the inside of your hatch. Pull up your carpet and put some newspaper, because there's going to be a lot of debris right here from the drilling. It falls right here, and you have to kind of wipe it off, but you don't want it to fall inside your trunk, so just keep it clean and put some newspaper. Even though time flies when you're working on your car, you want to make sure that you have snacks ready to go on the fly when you're working on your car and you're doing stuff, so that way you don't always have to force yourself to take a break. You just kind of take a break right while you're doing stuff. Like right now, I just finished drilling. Have a little snack, get yourself going, and get that second phase of modding done. that's pretty much how it looks right there. So I finally got the screws to line up. So you have to kind of play with it a little bit, because this thing is not really OEM. So you just have to play with it a little bit until you find the hole, and then start screwing it in. So you kind of have to. So you have to pull it. You have to pull it out a little bit and play with it. A little bit of wiggle room to find a way to make the holes fit nice and snug. So let's try to tighten it up. See how there's a gap right there? Look. See? Can you see? Yeah. So I'm just gonna tighten it up right now. So just pretty much tighten it up, and we'll see how it goes. Okay, so that's the tail right there. Looks nice and snug and fit. You can see. Check it out. So this tail is not permanent yet, okay? I'm still gonna get it painted. So I just wanted to test it, make sure everything's good. I still need to get that rubber thing that goes underneath right here for the wing. But so far so good. See? Fitment's not bad for a aftermarket wing right here. Flex tape for here the back of the tail. Flex tape. Okay, so I finally got the wing painted silver right here, so it's ready to go back on the RSX. But before I do that, I'm gonna put like a rubber sort of spacer in between. So it'll be like a buffer between the wing and the hatch. I'm gonna use some flex tape right here and put that sort of rubber, like a waterproof tape here. You know, so it's kind of like a buffer between the wing and the tail. So I'm gonna do that now. You gotta be careful when you use this because it's really sticky. So once you have it on, then you have to just kind of cut it and use one of these cutters right here. So, see, that's the sort of like flex tape right there. So you just have to cut this now. This part, which is a little tricky. It is really sticky. So you just gotta cut this thing so you can make a shape right there. You just have to be careful when you use the blade. Sometimes it doesn't cut straight. You just have to take your time with it. See, so now you got a rubber right here in the back. It's not perfect, but you can kind of play with it. So you just cut these two holes and just make them big enough so you can put the screws back in like this, and that's good. Now you're ready to install the wing. So now now I'm ready to install it. So that's how it's gonna look. Okay, so now we finally have the wing installed right here with the rubber spacer in between and silver wing. So we good. So that's gonna do it for the DC5 wing install. As you can see, it was pretty straightforward. In fact, it was easier to install than the front lip or the rear lip because all you had to do was drill the holes and make sure they align properly and you're good to go. Till next time, drive safe and keep on rolling.